Welcome to Braves Country Radio. We are excited to bring you a brand new season, your home for the classic call of radio baseball.
I state your name.
I state your name.
Do hereby pledge allegiance to the
Armchair.
with liberty for all.
You're in Braves country.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention now to the area in front of the pitcher's mound for tonight's ceremonial first pitch.
You can't drink like me, you can't smoke like me. So don't try and be like me. Let's party together.
There's something kind of about a kid that's never played baseball.
What the hell's going on out here? Well, scared because his eyelids are jammed in his old man's hair. We need a live rooster to take the curse off Jose's glove, and nobody seems to know what to get Millie for their wedding present. We're dealing with a lot of
Baseball is a beautiful thing. It's more beautiful in an old park. It's asymmetrical and quirky. But even in a dome with artificial turf, it's beautiful. The way the field fans out, the choreography of the sport, the pace and rhythm of it, the fact that that pace and rhythm allows for conversation and reflection and opinion and comparison.
In right field, the crowd is tormenting Strawberries, singing, Darryl, Darryl. Little roller up along first, behind the man. It gets through.
fly ball deep to left. It's on its way. There it goes. And the Yankees are going to the World Series. Aaron Boone.
Ground ball stabbed by Polk. He has it. He underhands to first for the first time in 86 years. The Red Sox have won baseball world championship. Can you believe it?
It's a pastime, something you do. It's entertainment, something you watch. And it's a shared experience, something you talk about and read about. But you can apply those same three criteria to other things. What makes baseball special is that it's the best game that's ever been devised.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy.
Sure as God made green apples, someday the Chicago Cubs are going to be in the World Series.
A little bouncer slowly toward Bryant. He will glove it in front of Rizzo. It's in time. And the Chicago Cubs win the World Series. Cubs win. What a lucky break. The good Lord wants the Cubs to win.
How can you not be romantic about baseball?
If baseball is about caring, about loyalty and rivalry,
Braves fans are on their feet hoping for some kind of a bleeder or a seeing-eye single. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball hit high and deep down the right field line. It's going back, back, back. Is it fair? Is it zip, boom, bam, it's gone. Ram-a-lam-a ding dong, a 3-run shot, and your Atlanta Braves have taken a 1-run lead. She's gone, baby!
There's a very peaceful thing. It was created and played in pastures and meadows. There's grass, there's outdoors, there's everything that people thought was American and feel about America. You get in a ballpark, and it's the wonder of walking through that dark tunnel and seeing a huge open space where men play the little boy's game.
People will come. They'll come for reasons they can't even fathom. Not knowing for sure why they're doing it. They'll arrive at your door as innocent as children longing for the past.
Sit in shirt sleeves on a perfect afternoon. They have reserved seats somewhere along one of the baselines. Back when they were children, cheered their heroes. It'll be as if they dipped themselves in magic waters. The memories will be so thick, they'll have to brush them away from their faces. People will come. The one constant through all the years has been baseball. America has rolled by like an army of steamrollers, and erased like a blackboard. Rebuilt and erased again. Baseball to mark the time. This field, this game, it's a part of our past. It reminds us of all that once was good, and it could be again. Oh, people will come. People will most definitely come.
We're all told at some point in time we can no longer play the children's game. We just don't know when that's going to be. Some of us are told at 18, some of us are told at 40. But we're all told.
I believe in the Church of Baseball. I've tried all the major religions and most of the minor ones. I know things. For instance, there are 108 beads in a Catholic rosary, and there are 108 stitches in a baseball. I prefer metaphysics to theology. You see, there's no guilt in baseball, and it's never boring. It's a long season, and you gotta trust it. I've tried them all, I really have, and the only church that truly feeds the soul day in, day out is the Church of Baseball.
Which team do you play for?
Well, I'm a...
Well, I was just wondering, because I couldn't figure out why you would throw home when we've got a 2-run lead. You let the tying run get on second, and we lost the lead because of you.
Touch them all, Joe. You'll never hit a bigger home run in your life.
You're in Braves
If there's a bigger thing going on right now, I don't know what it is. We're down to one strike here. Gurriel, the last hope for the Houston Astros. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, bounced over to Dansby. Dansby fires it over to Forrest. And here comes the dog pile. Fire the cannons in the battery. Do the chop all throughout Braves country. Pop that top. Your Atlanta Braves have won it all.
Here's a list of the players we'll be inviting to camp.
I never heard of half of these guys. And the ones I do know are way past their prime.
Most of these guys never had a prime.
This guy here is dead.
Cross him off, then.
The local press seems to think we'd save everyone a lot of time and trouble if we just went out and shot ourselves.
We got uniforms and everything.
You know, you might think about taking Jesus Christ as your savior instead of fooling around with all this stuff.
I like him very much. He no help with curveball.
You trying to say Jesus Christ can't hit a curveball?
But I'll tell you, these fans are great. Listen to them. Hey, way to go, Rick. Oliver Howe loves you. Come on, baby. Come on, Ricky. Come on, Ricky.
The game doesn't stink. It's a great game.
If you build it, he will come.
You know, one of the best things about being an ex-big leaguer is getting freebies to the game. Call the front office, bingo. And once these fans recognize me, I probably won't even have to pay for my life here. Down it! I love them. Good seats, huh?
You're in the wrong seat, buddy. Come on.
Oh, I must be in the front row.
Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We direct your attention now to home plate. Please remain standing. We call your attention to our band here today. They will be jointly directed. And now, another fixture. Our national anthem.
So proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. For the ramparts we once were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red their bombs bursting gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to introduce today's teams as participants in this historic game.
Play ball! Good seats, hey, buddy. He missed the tag! He missed the tag! He missed the tag!
It is the American game. You see a guy hit the ball out the ballpark, and that same guy can come up tomorrow in that situation and miss the ball and lose the ball game. Can bring you up here, it can bring you down there. One thing about it, though, you know it always will be a tomorrow. You got me today, but I'm coming back.
Think about it. What is there in your life, besides your love of family maybe, that carries all the way through from almost your earliest recollections till the day you die, and you care about it in one way or another. There are very, very few things that make that list, but we have a child's interest in baseball, so it will be one of the few things in my life that I have cared about in one way or another, all the way through.
There's a lot of wonderful stillness in baseball that I love. Many seconds of stillness. When the pitcher has got the sign, the batter is crouched, the ball players all lean forward with their hands on their knees, and then very shortly the ball is delivered. But in that tiny period, when the pitch and the fever of the crowd is tangible, there's a moment of absolute stillness that I treasure.
The best of us keep as much of that childhood with us as we grow into adulthood as we can muster. And the most creative, the most happy, the most fortunate of us are those who don't lose the sense of play. And even after we're past the point of being able to actually play the game with any skill, if we love it, then it's like Peter Pan. We remain boys forever. We don't die.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the radio news.
Sit quietly and we will control all that you see and hear. There is nothing wrong. You are about to participate in a great adventure. You are about to experience the awe and mystery.
You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension, a dimension of sound, a dimension of sight, a dimension of mind. You're moving into a land of both things and ideas. You've just crossed over into
adventures in time and space.
We offer you Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball.
Hi, folks. Join us now for another Braves ball game. Yes, sir. This is the one we've been waiting for. This is it. This makes you feel like it's spring and baseball. No more measles and free tickets to the circus.
You're in Braves Country.
This is a reminder, disorderly conduct will not be tolerated. Please respect your fellow fan and refrain from any unruly behavior. Failure to comply with these guidelines will result in ejection.
It's all mixed up with peanuts, tobacco juice, and a hearty feeling among the fans joshing each other. Always this raucous, good spirit. Everybody came to have a good time. The whole stands full of people all roaring. In baseball, never known this to swear so instantly a whole crowd could be brought to its feet, roaring with delight over just a clean crack of a bat against the ball.
A lot of room in right center. If he hits one there, we can dance in the streets.
Line drive and a base hit. Just as to score the tying run. Breathe to the plate. And he is safe.
We're 1 out away, Braves country, from a trip to the World Series. Whatever superstition you've got, do it. The entire city of Atlanta, the entire South is standing on their feet, trying to will the Braves into the World Series. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And swung on and ripped over to Dansby Swanson. Dansby's got it. He fires over to first. Baby, sound the trumpets. Do the job through the streets. Your Atlanta Braves are headed to the World Series, and the place is going bananas.
Although
Although edited, tonight's thriller contains suspense and violence which may be unsuitable. Parental discretion is advised.
2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate?
You're in Braves country.
Good evening, Braves country. We had a power outage shortly before the broadcast, so I'm trying to get everything fired up, so bear with me. Really bad storms coming through here. Real quick, I'm going to just roll through the lineups for you. Didn't have a chance to do the whole 9 yards. But what you have Drake Baldwin is the designated hitter tonight. He is leading off. And he'll be followed by Ronald Acuna Jr. in right field, Olsen at first, Harris in center, Albies batting fifth and at second. Yaz batting sixth and in left, Riley batting seventh at third, Dubon, and then Murphy is behind the plate. Dubon's your shortstop tonight. It's Molly versus Zeb Matthews. You probably already knew that one. And leading off for the Twins in center field, it's Keyshaw, followed by Larnach, who's in left. Jeffers behind the plate. Bell, the designated hitter, is batting cleanup. Clemens at second. Lewis at first. Lee is batting seventh and at third. Roden is in right tonight, and Culpepper is batting ninth and at short. Calling balls and strikes tonight, it is Mark Wegner. Your first base umpire, Carlos Torres. Second base will be manned by Nate Tomlinson, and down the third base line, it's Bruce Dreckman. Game time temperatures 81 degrees, wind blowing out to right at about 10 miles an hour, so we might get some home run balls. We're just a few minutes away from first pitch. Yeah, I went to check. We got furniture in the pool. There's you'd have thought a hurricane blew through here, but anyways, we are ready to roll. Just about ready. We're going to redo a little few things. I already had this ready up and going, and then it all hit the fan. Nudicle's in here yet? We put together what he was asking for. In fact, I did a little more than what he was probably expecting. We've got a new clip that will play when we give up a home run. And off of that, we will be we've got other clips to play off of that. The fa sound that he liked. I was right in the middle of doing the Braves Country Radio News when we lost the power, so it's been chopped up. We'll play it during one of the breaks, but it's not the full thing that I wanted to get in because I was like, once we lost it, I was like, to hell with it. It's over. Zebby Matthews is warming up for the Twinkies, testing the 3D to see if it's coming in. It is not yet. False start action. Tends to do. I would say they'll fix it Monday, but this is on year 3, and I don't think it's ever going to change. I think it's just something I have to test. And here we go. Left to right across the outfield for for their Minnesota Twins. I guess there are probably some Twins fans in them. Is Larnach. And Drake Baldwin will lead us off. And the first pitch on the way is a 1-pitch, 1 out. Got to get him out of the leadoff spot. Easy F7 lazy fly ball. They did finally take some advice. They gave Jim Jarvis the night off. I don't think there's anything wrong with him long term. I just think you got to reset him. He's a rookie. First pitch upstairs from Matthews to Acuna. He's outside wide for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Swung on, popped it back foul out of play. 1-1. So a 1-1 count. Ball swung on, juggled over at short. Acuna basically walking down the line. He might have beat that out if he was actually hustling, but it'll be a 6-3 lazy out, and there's quickly 2 down. Once he realized that the shortstop had juggled it, he started to pick up his speed, but by then it's too late. You have to be hustling out of the box. If you're not, you get what you got. They're not going to show it on the Braves vision, but they've shown it 3 times on the Twins vision of how bad a baseball that was. They've shown the replay 3 times. I kind of love to hear what their reaction is. I might go back and listen later. Because you know you're not going to get that from the Braves broadcast team. They're yes men across the board. First pitch right there to Olsen is for a strike. It's 0-1. Righty-lefty matchup. The 0-1. Turns and kicks. Down and in. That'll even it up at 1-1. So 1-1 count. Outside wide. Ball 2-1. Little handicap. One of my monitors that I call the games on, keep an eye on other scores. It spit the bit during the power outage. The 2-1 pitch, swing, golfs it. High and out of play, 2-2. So a 2-2 count. I don't think you're going to be able to fix Acuna on the whole hustle thing. Some of it is the Braves' fault. They've told him not to run certain balls out as the 2-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Braves go down quietly in order, and just like that, we'll be back in a flash here on the Braves Country Radio Network. Where do you come from? Where do you hail from?
You're in Braves country.
It's always great to hear where everybody's listening here in Braves Country. Good to see everybody in the chat. I haven't been able to get to put it on the board. I'm sitting in a weird spot because I'm trying to get everything else set up. Good to see everybody representing their hometowns. I saw Tacoma and North Carolina, a bunch of others. We're sitting here in, the lightning capital of the world. We're in North Florida. And we got hit today. Everybody appears to be okay as far as that I know, the folks that I know. But one of those storms that you're not going to see on the Weather Channel, but man, did it rip through here and it tossed everything. Like I said before, if you're just joining us, I went out there and I saw some of our chairs in the pool and all kinds of stuff started. I was like, I'll take care of that tomorrow when there's not wind and lightning flying around. And of course, the puppies were freaking out. Braves nothing, Twins nothing. Zebby Matthews versus Tyler Mahle. And I do know that it's pronounced Malley and Molly. Seen 3 different, and I'm just, you know what, we've gone with Molly. It was male when it was in Cincinnati, so whatever. It's Molly here in Braves country. First pitch right there. Misses for a ball, 4-seam fastball. It's 1-0. 1-0. Righty-righty matchup, kicks and fires. Swing. Sizzles it down the line, foul, plenty foul. Man, there's nobody in the park today, and there's no excuse here. It's a beautiful night. We get several years down the road, and they move this baseball team out of Minnesota. I don't want to hear any griping. This is pathetic. They're in the playoff hunt. They're a half game out of the wild card race. Is the 1-1 pitch, swing lifted. High into right field. Acuna's having to fight the sun, and he will make the grab. One away. That wasn't as easy as it looked if you're following along at home. There's a patch of sun that creeps in through the walls here at Target Field this time of day. It'll be gone soon, but I don't think Acuna has any sunglasses on, and normally you'd jump all over someone about that, but he probably wasn't expecting it. No, he doesn't have any. Thought maybe he had some on the back of his hat. Braves have had a bad habit of that over the years, not carrying the sunglasses. You can understand it tonight, but even still, you would think you would put them on your person until the sun went down. The 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss, 1-1. And at that point, look, that's what management's for. There ought to be a guy in charge of that on the team. Say, whoa, where are you going? You might need these. 1-1 count. Splitter down and away. 2-1. Braves nothing, Twins nothing. If you missed the news, the 2-1 pitch, 4-seam fastball. Right there for a strike, that'll leaving it up at 2-2. It happened. It's what we thought would happen. We've been telling you the last few days Chris Sale was not going to pitch tomorrow. I told you. I'll believe that when I see it. He's going to pitch Friday against the Brewers, but he's still going to miss the Miz unless the Brewers change it. The Miz pitches on Saturday. The 2-2 from Molly. Inside. Full count. So I don't know if Milwaukee is going to switch that up and want the Miz to face him. They both might be happy with almost ensuring a win as the payoff pitch, swing lifted into right field once again. Man, that's Murphy's Law out there. If anything that could go wrong is going wrong. Acuna does not have his glasses, and both balls have been hit right to him. He had to fight the sun again. Someone ought to be running out there and giving him some glasses, if I'm being honest. You can't just hope the ball won't get to him. Like I said, it's a small patch. It was not there yesterday because we didn't. As the first pitch on the way, swing lifted, high and deep into center field, going back on the track. It's off the wall, bounces off the wall. Acuna barehands it, loses the handle, fires it into the infield, and there's a runner at second with 2 outs. That was not caused by the sun. I mean, you can make the argument that Harris out there chasing it down, the sun might have had some effect on him as he was crossing over from shade to sun to shade. None of them have sunglasses on out there, and there's a huge patch. I guarantee you the Twins are going to be ready for it. So a runner at second, nobody. Honestly, excuse me. Harris does have glasses in the back of his head. I'm sorry, it's a do-rag. First pitch on the way is a splitter, fouls it away. It's 0-1. They're probably not going to need it for inning 2, but what are we doing? The 0-1 count. Jackson fires. Four-seamer might have just touched the inner edge. We got the strike call. They're going to challenge this. I don't believe it's going to go our way, but we'll hope. It is just off the plate. That's one of the clips that we got that Newt mentioned. The 1-1 pitch, that ball is smoked. High and deep, and it's a 2-0 ball game. So that sun might have played a factor into the game, the inning getting extended, and Josh Bell makes them pay 2-0 Minnesota.
What the hell is even that?
That's it. I've had it with this dump. We got no food, we got no jobs. Our pets' heads are falling off.
Okay, just calm down.
Be nice. If somebody gets in your face and calls you I want you to be nice. Okay? It's nothing personal. I want you to be nice until it's time to not be nice.
Well, how are we supposed to know when that is?
You won't. I'll let you know.
So normally I would hit that much earlier, but I told you we had the technical issues. An 0-2 count. Molly comes set. Kicks and fires. Down and in. And we'll do it again. Yeah, that wasn't intentional, Mark. That was... You have to move these clips around on a board. And I was trying to put it where I would remember where it was, and as I was doing it, I fat-fingered it and double-tapped it. The 1-2 high and out of the zone, 2-2. I thought you might like that, Newt. I told them to let me know when you came in, but I've been staring at this. We had a power outage right before the game began. The 2-2, high and out of the zone, full count. Thankfully, he came back in time. Because y'all be like, y'all have to answer the questions of, it's not raining in Minnesota. That's not where I'm at. the payoff pitch. High and out of the zone, ball 4. So Tyler Mahle, who had 2 outstanding starts to start his Atlanta Braves career, is struggling, and we know what that's like on a first inning in Minnesota. Got to get out of this jam and let the bats do the talking. Zebby Matthews, though the Braves didn't put up much of a fight in the first inning, he's got a 5.28 ERA over the season, the course of the season. Righty-righty matchup, first pitch upstairs. I think I'm back to knowing what's going on now. Pitch upstairs for a strike, it's on 1. The 0-1. Right there at the knees. And we're going to get a challenge from Sean Murphy. I think he'll win this one. Thankfully, he's challenging it. Remember last outing, he wasn't challenging anything. And he finally challenged late in the loss. The 0-2 count, as he did get that correct. I mean, I'd say 80% of that ball's at the bottom of the zone. The 0-2 pitch. Bangs it down the line, foul. O2 count, infield back and to the left. The outfield blinded by the sun. The 0-2 pitch. Upstairs misses high. 1-2. Hopefully he can get out of this jam and do what Perez did and not give up any more runs the rest of the way. Braves trail 2-0. 2 runs, 2 hits, a 2-run shot, by Josh Bell moments ago. The 1-2 pitch, swing. Knocks it down the third base line, foul, and we'll do it again. So I do apologize we didn't get to roll call and all that kind of stuff, but I've been dealing with a lot of issues. We have all these machines going at once and the power goes out. I was like, uh-oh. A, when is it coming back? And B, is the cable, the internet going to be along the way with it? It just got started in time. The 1-2 pitch, swing. Knocks it down the line, foul. Tomorrow's game, remember, it's a 1:40 first pitch. Eastern time will come on there at 1:15. And A.J. Smith-Shawver, if you missed it earlier, he is going to get the start. Grant Holmes is still pitching on Thursday. There was a lot of hopes and speculation that they were skipping his start, but that's not the case. And it looks like Raylo, when he comes back, it's going to be bullpen, unless there's some sort of injury. But that's what they're bracing for, is for him to be in the bullpen. The 1-2 pitch, swing, lifted, out to center field, once again fighting the sun. No sunglasses, they're on the back of his head. Put their sunglasses on, kids! We'll be back in a flash. The Braves trail 2-0. Even the sun's against us this week.
But China's stealing your data. I don't care. I would drop ship my DNA to the front door of the Chinese Communist Party before I watch an Instagram reel.
What's the difference between a pickpocket and a peeping Tom?
Pickpocket and a peeping Tom?
Yeah. A pickpocket snatches watches.
So what is it? Carnation milk, the best in the land. Comes in a tin with a red and white band. No tits to pull, no hay to pitch. Just punch 2 holes in the son of a
Cool bikes. You guys look like you're 40.
Well, we are 40.
Do you have the same bike as your boyfriend? Gay!
Oh, well, I am gay, but he's not my boyfriend, because I could do much better than him. Really? Then why don't you? It's difficult out there. You guys will understand when you get older.
It happened before I even knew it. They bring in a lefty, Tim Fortuna, first pitch, throws a fastball, boom.
Drift on one, hop off over into right field. George Brett with a 4-for-4 night in Southern California has his 3,000th hit.
It was crazy. Like, he went 4-for-4 and it was just insane. It was kind of a surreal experience.
I saw him walk in the on-deck circle and I started crying because I knew he was going to do it.
What a moment of baseball history here at Anaheim Stadium.
Another cool thing, my brother Ken was in the booth, and he got the call.
Mobbed by his teammates here at Anaheim Stadium. And for you, Ken Brett, I know it's a thrill to see your little brother get it.
Well, I tell you what, I couldn't be prouder. I couldn't be happier.
I remember a comment that he made.
I know one thing. I think I'm going to get home a little bit late tonight.
And we did.
Party time.
Hey, I couldn't have done it without you.
Welcome back. First pitch on the way, and it's a one-pitch grounder over to second base. Man, they are just mailing this in. 4-3 on the putout, one away. Zebby Matthews has thrown 10 pitches. One to Baldwin, one to Harris, a couple to Acuna. For you Twins fans, it looks like that Joe Nathan was throwing off the mound today for Minnesota, as he's been banged up. Ozzie Albies the batter, first pitch, right there on the outer edge, called for a strike. It's 0-1. Big Truck will be joining us here in the bottom of the second inning. The 0-1 pitch, swing lifted. High into left field, not very deep, and there's two down. And if the Braves have anything to say about it, that's just going to be moments away. 12 pitches! This guy's thrown 12 pitches, and he's got 5 outs. And they have no fan support. I mean, I'm telling you, the place is over half empty. My guess is, if we're going by percentage, 25% full. First pitch is right there to the Yaz. Down below the knees for ball. It's 1-0. I think I'm being very generous. I told y'all last night, it reminds me of a Marlins game. The 1-0. Inside. Ball 2-2-0. Mike Yastrzemski batting .226. Maybe Big Truck will bring us some good luck. The 2-0 count. Up and out of the zone. The 3-0 pitch. Down and in. Ball 4, and at least he gets on. At least he made him see some pitches. So good job by the Yaz.
That's it. Yes. Put everything on it. Don't hold back anything.
Yabba, dabba, go. Yahoo!
Austin Riley, the batter. First pitch. Upstairs. High and out of the zone. It's 0-1. Turns and kicks, swing. Little roller on the ground. That'll be an easy 6-4. And Riley makes sure that he keeps that pitch count under 20 in the first 2 innings. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors for Minnesota. The Braves with the walk and a bunch of goose eggs. We'll be back in a flash. Okay, welcoming in. Give me 1 second, Big Truck, because I got to fix the audio. All right, that should be good to go. Welcome in, Big Truck.
Yep.
Are you there? Hello.
Hey, Mac. How's everybody? I'm
Good.
proud and honored to be here with BCR family. Can you hear me?
Yes,
hello?
sir.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Can you not hear me okay?
Hello.
I can hear you, sir. I don't know what the issue is.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear
Yeah, I
you
can hear
loud
you.
and clear, yes.
Okay. I'm proud and honored to be here with the BCR family tonight.
Well, it's good seeing you, man. Good
Okay.
getting you in front of everybody. What you been up to?
Hello.
I don't know why you can't hear us, Big Truck.
I'm honored to be here. I'm just hanging out watching my Braves, and
can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Okay. The way you were responding, I didn't think you could hear me. So, okay. Well, welcome in, sir.
I can hear
you. Where do you call home? Central Florida?
Yeah.
And
how are we doing tonight?
Good. How are you?
Lake City, Florida. Lake City, Florida. Yep.
Right. And what made you a Braves fan? You sure you can hear me? 0-1 pitch.
Well, like my name implies, I drove all over the Southeast. Always in Georgia. I spent a lot of time in Georgia.
Ball is lifted out to center field. F8 in your scorecard, 1 away.
Spent a lot of time in Georgia and mostly listened to the Braves on the radio. And
you are hearing me through your device you're talking on, right? You're not listening to me through YouTube, right? Yeah, I'm talking. I don't know why you can't hear me. First pitch on the way is a cutter. Correct. From Molly to Roden. It's 0-1. Are you listening to us on YouTube, or are you listening to us on your device you called in on? The 0-1 pitch knocks it over to first, because you're answering in a long delay, and it makes me think you're listening on YouTube.
I'm on YouTube on my phone.
Okay, but to listen to me, you need to be listening on your phone, not through YouTube. Shut the YouTube off, because you're
I'm on YouTube on my phone on a headset.
2-0 your score, bottom of the second inning, 2 outs. Righty matchup.
Oh,
Tyler Molly.
No, I'm on the website.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. I don't know why you're having such a long delay, though, Truck. I'm saying something and you're answering back 20 seconds later. So that's why I'm asking. The 0-1. Swing. Knocks it right to Ozzie Albies. It's going to be an L4 in your scorecard, and there's 2 down. So let me just throw you a couple of questions out to you so that we can get this thing going. Who is your current favorite Braves player? 2-0 your score, 2 across, 2 hits for Minnesota. The Braves have 0s across.
Currently, it's probably Matt Olson.
What about your favorite pitcher so far? Give me a pitcher not named Chris Sale.
I always root for Riley.
Pitcher. That'll end the second inning. And we'll stay here with you, or at least it says it's the end of the second inning. I'm a little confused.
Well, I like Grant Holmes.
Oh, you do? Okay, so you want him to stay in the rotation?
I like Grant Holmes. I like to see the guy we got tonight on the bump do better. He looks like he's got a lot of.
I got a feeling this is going to be. I got a feeling Thursday is going to be Grant Holmes' last start, assuming health for everybody. And
Molly's doing pretty good. It would be nice if we could get another starter.
Yeah, it seems like we're going to end up putting Grant Holmes in the bullpen, or at least that's what the rumors are. He's going to get us through this last start.
My other thought with Grant Holmes would probably be good in the bullpen.
Yeah, I think he'd be. Well, we saw him.
He
was phenomenal in the bullpen in 24.
He's good for 2 or 3 innings, usually. Get him in the bullpen.
Pitch upstairs, misses inside to Mauricio Dubon, it's 1-0.
And I just don't think he has the longevity to go a whole, 6, 7 innings.
The 1-0 misses outside wide ball, 2-0. Well, Chuck, let's go ahead and wrap this up, sir.
Maybe better to put him,
we have some kind of a
him with another pitcher
on your end.
Starter, bring another guy in at the third inning.
Before you walk off? 2-1 count to Dubon. Outside wide ball, 3-1. Braves trail 2-0.
Just proud to be here, and I'm glad I found BCR this year. It's been a hoot, and and I'm glad to be in the BCR family.
Well, man, we appreciate you hanging out with us every night. It's been a blast, and we'll talk to you soon. Hopefully, we'll get the kinks worked out. I'm not sure what the delay is on your end, but I still think you did a great job, and we'll talk to you next time, sir. You got a 3-2 count. Pitch on the way. Swing knocked on the ground over to short.
All right.
And it's going to be a 6-3 put out.
Appreciate it. All right, let's win this one tonight, BCR.
Yes, sir. That was Big Truck. Not sure what the delay issues were, but we got through it. 2-0 your score. Zebby Matthews now set to face Murphy, and Murphy is your number 9 hitter. Standing on deck is Drake. The 0-1 pitch, down and away, 1-1. I was really hoping when Heyer came to the Braves that he would change the entire philosophy, and he said he was when he first came here. If you remember, the 1-1 pitch swing, little dribbler over to second, 4-3, and there's 2 down. But he gave us this big diatribe when he first came to the Braves, saying that they were going to all about working the counts and doing all the right things at the plate, and you haven't seen that big of a difference. I will say it's a little better, but not to the point where it doesn't seem like – it seems like they tell the batters, if see ball, hit ball, and that's going to be a problem in the postseason. I mean, working the count, getting into the bullpen, doing all those little things. Braves have a 6.5 game lead, and that's great, but even that's not a shoe-in. They keep dropping games because they're not – you can't put that much pressure on the pitching every night. First pitch right there is for a strike. It's 0-1. You're going to get dominated by great pitching. Like on Miz on Saturday, I get it. But these guys we've been seeing the first 2 games is the 0-1 misses high, 1-1. 2 runs in the first 11 innings. 11 innings and 2 outs. That's not going to get it done when we get to October. 1-1 count. Up top, misses high, 2-1. And you can change their philosophy. It's real easy. You drop in the batting order, and you tell them why you drop them in the batting order. You don't have to say it to the press. But you say, we're going to reward the guys that are eating pitches. The 2-1 swing and a miss, 2-2. And it gets through to them. But you won't see the great offenses in October swinging at every single first pitch at the beginning of the game. The 2-2 count. Swing, just got a piece of that. And it's almost like it's become contagious. I still blame Freddie Freeman for it. I blame Freddie Freeman for the whole thing. Because when he was here, he would talk about ambushing pitchers. The 2-2. Swing, rolls it foul. And kids at the time, they were kids at the time, Ozzie and Acuna and all of them were coming up, and they're listening to all this stuff. And not every batter can do that. But when you try to ambush a guy, if you don't get him early on in the count, then you've got to shorten that swing, which Freddie always has done. The 2-2. Swing, knocks it into right field. It's down for a base hit. And that was a really good at bat by the Drake. That's the kind of stuff you love seeing from him.
You don't like the Drake?
I love the Drake.
How could you not like the Drake?
Rules the Drake.
The Drake is good.
Not only did he work the count, but then he gets a base hit. Granted, there are 2 outs, but Acuna comes to the plate, and he could tie this sucker up with one swing. Marlins do lead the Phillies early on as the first pitch down and away for a ball to Acuna. It's 1-0. It's 2-1 in that game. Zach Wheeler's on the mound for the Phillies. Tomorrow the Marlins have Sandy Alcantara, so they have a real chance to win that one tomorrow. The 1-0. Drops a cutter upstairs. 1-1. 1-1 count. Acuna 0 for 1 on the day with the ground out to short that was juggled. The 1-1 pitch, swing, lifted, out to right field, but they had him played perfectly. Keyshaw almost overran it, and that'll end the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the third. 2-0 your score here in Braves country.
Bacon fact number 18. Bacon is healthier than crystal meth.
Ladies, when you send us to the store, turn your ringtone on. It's not even in case we might call you, okay? We're going to call you. The potatoes aren't where you said they'd be. The guy who works here's never even heard of the hair stuff you use. And the aisle you said ketchup would be in is now cleaning supplies. Meanwhile, my wife can't go 11 seconds without scrolling on TikTok. Yet every time she sends me to the store, she immediately gets into the shower after throwing her phone into the bottom of a lake. Can't get the girl to focus on a movie for an hour, but when she needs the most specific eggs they make, she cracks her phone in half and buries it like she's being tracked by the FBI. So I just gotta walk around Target like I'm studying for a chemistry test. Every time I go to the supermarket alone, they're rearranging the aisles. The section I gotta get to is always under construction. Do you know how many different types of cheese they make? Then I get called a moron when I buy the wrong one. Why do they make so many different toothpastes?
I'm a good man.
Yes, you are.
I'll give about 50% of my money to charity.
Yeah?
Except when she's not working, I give it to Destiny.
Crazy stats. Mark Lemke played for 11 seasons and had 3,664 career regular season plate appearances. You may be asking yourself, what is crazy about that? In his entire career, he was never hit by a pitch. Lemke also had 257 career postseason plate appearances, and you guessed it, he was never hit by a pitch.
I remember reading a story one time about Cobb in the minor leagues playing, and they didn't shower in the ballpark. They would go back to their little apartment or house, whatever it was. And every day, Cobb was always in the tub ahead of the roommate. And this one particular day, the roommate got back to the house, and the roommate got into the tub. And Cobb came in and dragged him out of the tub and said from the bottom of his heart, "Don't you understand? I have to be first."
2-0 your score. We go to the bottom of the third. Braves trail Minnesota. Keyshaw back to the top of the order for Minnesota. The 1-0 pitch swing, pops it up. High in the sky, into center field, coming in, racing, and Harris will not get there in time. And it's a softly hit, very short single for Keyshaw. I mean, they have him playing. They were darn near on the warning track. I've seen another play on that. Did he get a bad jump? He got kind of a late jump, but they're just playing too far back on these guys. Keyshaw's got 7 home runs, but it's not Barry Bonds standing at the plate. He was way back there. They all were. And they're being directed by the analytics team as the first pitch is the 4-seam fastball right there. It's 0-1. So it'll look like a hard hit single in your scorecard, but Honest Engine, it's not an error, but it's a poor defensive plan to be that far back with the leadoff hitter. The 0-1 pitch, swing, whistles it up the middle, and right there is Dubon. He'll step on second, and a great 6-3 put out, 2 down. So that is just what the doctor ordered. Thank you, Nick. Nickel the pickle. Ryan Jeffers, the batter, with 2 out. Both runners are erased. First pitch is there for a strike. It's 0-1. Righty-righty matchup. The 0-1 pitch. Turns and fires. Swing, fouls it away. It's 0-2. The 0-2 count. Beautiful night here in Minnesota as the 0-2. Caught looking top of the zone, strike 3. That sunshine bit us in the butt in the first inning. Let's get some runs. We'll be back in a flash. Top of the 4th we go here in Braves country. On this date, 1910, Rick Wood Field, the first concrete and steel park in minor leagues, opens in Birmingham. The hometown Barons scoring 2 runs in the bottom of the 9th in a walk-off victory 3-2 over Montgomery. The Alabama landmark, which will become the country's oldest surviving professional baseball park, is well attended by the citizens of the booming iron and steel town, often drawing standing room only crowds of over 10,000 in the first decade of its existence. On this date, 1915, the Boston Braves defeat the St. Louis Cardinals in their debut at Braves Field 3-1. The concrete and steel facility, which took only 5 months to construct, becomes the first ballpark to seat more than 40,000 Boston fans. And on this date in 1982, at the Astrodome, Pete Rose becomes the all-time leader in plate appearances when he steps up to the plate for the 13,941st time, surpassing Atlanta Braves legend Henry Aaron, who established the mark in 1976. The Phillies' first baseman will end his 24-year career with 15,890 trips to home plate, far outdistancing runner-up the Yaz by more than 1,800 plate appearances, who surpasses Ty Cobb the most hits. But Cobb continues to reign the highest batting average ever. Welcome back. Matt Olson coming to the plate. First pitch on the way to Olson is a cutter right there for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Pitch in the dirt. 1-1. So 1-1 count. Braves trail 2-0. Got the heart of the order due up. The 1-1 down and in. 2-1. Olson will be followed by Harris and then Ozzie. Braves have 1 hit so far. Here in the top of the 4th, the 2-1 pitch. Swing. Pops it back foul. We'll do it again. The 2-2. Just gets a piece of that, fouls it away. We'll do it one more time. The 2-2 pitch is swung on and chopped foul. Two runs, 3 hits, no errors for Minnesota. No runs, 1 hit, no errors for Atlanta. A 2-run shot by Josh Bell is the difference in the game. The 2-2 swing rolls it on the ground over to first. Good backhanded stab by Lewis. He'll step on the bag, and there's one away. Zebby Matthews, who's really known as a fly ball pitcher, has recorded 10 outs and 6 on the ground. The first pitch is a changeup to Michael Harris. That ball's going to get dropped towards the left field line. Is it going to be a fair ball? It's a fair ball. It jumps over the wall in the Atlanta Braves.
What they know about
One out double by Money Mike.
Keep your game tight. Never know. You know what I'm saying? I got a little razzle dazzle.
Ozzie Albies your batter. The Wiz digging in. Open stance from the left side. First pitch on the way. Soft roller over to first. Should be an easy play. 3-1 it is. 1 pitch, 1 out. 2 down. I mean, you kind of understand it when they come in on a road trip in the first game. They're not putting good at bats together. They're tired, whatever. Long rain delay. But there's no excuse for this tonight. I mean, they're just, if the pitcher knows you're going to swing at the first thing, he's going to give you junk, and they're swinging at it. The Yaz to the plate. First pitch down and away. Good take there. Cutter. It's 1-0. A single would cut this lead in half. Tomorrow's game, once again, remember, folks, it's an early start. 1:15, we come on the air. The cutter right there at the knees, 1-1. We're doing a double header of Yankees-Orioles. I'm trying to get it set up now to figure out if it's tomorrow night or Thursday night. Right now, I believe it's Thursday night, but we may shift that to tomorrow night. The 1-1, slider down and in, 2-1. So a 2-1 count. Braves trying to crack onto the board. Infield back into the right. Outfield very deep and straight away. The 2-1 pitch. Swing, pop up. Over the third base dugout and out of play. So any kind of soft line drive is going to get down for a base hit and score a run. On deck, you got Riley. But even with the struggling Riley and Dubon and Murphy, you can't imagine he's pitching around Yaz. They represent the go-ahead runs. The 2-2. Upstairs, good take. That pitch was high, just high as it sizzled up top. That's a tough one to lay off of. A lot of times you'll swing at that and it's a can of corn. Austin Riley on deck, a full count, runner at third. There's 2 outs. The pitch, swing! Fouls it back. And we'll do it again. We're blaming it all on you, CC. The payoff pitch. If you're late, it's your fault. Just go ahead and admit it. The payoff pitch, you were in charge of the first inning. Inside, caught looking, strike 3. Four-seamer, got to swing the bat there. Yaz didn't like it, but it definitely hit the zone. He's not going to challenge. We'll be back in a flash. Bottom of the 4th we go here in Braves country.
Afternoon, everybody.
What a day. I use a drink. Nothing like a cold one after a long day, huh?
So, how much do you drink? I'd say I'm good for about 10 or 12.
10 or 12 a week? That's not bad.
About a week.
You drink 10 or 12 beers a day?
You counting beers, too?
How reckless of me. I made you all wet.
Yes, but my martini's still dry.
She turned out to be a part-time model and a full-time pickpocket.
Oh, yeah. I've been known to drink a beer or two. But then again, I've been known to do a lot of things. You drinking anymore?
Oh, me? No, I quit drinking, dude.
You never gonna drink again?
Nope.
You wanna stop at the bar by the Chinese restaurant? Just get a quick shot, me and you, and then we'll go? Yeah, the bar they got in the back.
Oh, the Chinese bar? Okay. What's shaking?
All 4 cheeks and a couple of chins.
I thought you said they didn't have alcohol.
Run back to your mix master. Cook up a few more of these.
Cigarette?
No, I never touch them.
Yeah.
I suck them down like Coca-Cola.
I expose people to magic. I expose them to something they're never otherwise going to see in their boring, normal lives. And I gave that to them. I may forget about them tomorrow, but they'll live with that memory for the rest of their lives. And that's a gift, man.
One of the women said that she was afraid she might OD.
I thought that was a lemon drop. I didn't think it was tequila.
What's that got to do with me?
You and me are gonna have a small talk later on.
I'll be busy thinking of things to say.
Doesn't your wife ever complain that you never spend any time with her?
Would you?
Could you keep it down to a low roar? Some of us have to work.
Put that money down, pal.
Yeah, I'll be ready. There goes the 2 weeks at camp. I promised the kids this summer.
My birthday, give me a beer, stick a candle in it, and I'll blow out my liver.
Here's to feeling good all the time.
Perfect. Cheers.
Cheers.
This crowd's back into it now.
Welcome back. Josh Bell, who hit the home run his first time up, standing at the plate, and the first pitch is a strike right there at the knees. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Kicks and fires. Swing, sizzles it past him. In and out of the glove of Murphy, 0-2. The 0-2 count. He's gone cutter and four-seamer, both low in the zone and away. Clemens stands on deck. The 0-2 pitch just misses inside. 1-2. Close, but you definitely don't want to challenge that one. 1-2 count. Swing, rips it into right field. That's down for a base hit. And it's a leadoff single for the Twinkies. So 2 for 2 on the day. He's got Molly's number for sure. And now coming to the plate is Larnach, who 0 for 1 on the day. Excuse me, not Larnach. Clemens. First pitch right there is a four-seam fastball. It's 1-0. Clemens walked his first time up. The 1-0. Turns and kicks. Four-seamer outside the zone, 1-1. Braves trail 2-0. Two runs in 13 innings in this series. The 1-1 pitch swing pops it up. Can of corn, Ozzie Albies should be underneath it. He's calling everybody off. Him and Acuna about ran into each other. Just bad fundamentals on this team. F4, 1 down. That is Acuna's ball for folks who might be blaming Ozzie for that, but that is Acuna's ball. But what we don't know, because you don't know what's being said out there, Acuna's coming in. We talked about this a couple weeks ago if you were here. I told you that Ozzie likes to joke around, him and Acuna, like joke around about whose ball it is and all that kind of stuff. That almost cost us an out there. The pitch on the way, swung on, rolled over to the ground. That's going to be a 6-4-3 inning-ending double play. We'll go to the top of the 5th. 2-0 your score. Bad guys.
War's over, man. Drop the big one.
Well, since when are you the pudding kind?
What? Over? Did you say over? Nothing is over until we decide it is. And it ain't over now. Who's with me? Let's go!
I don't have to tell you things are bad. It's depression. Everybody's scared. Punks are running wild in the street. The air is unfit to breathe, and our food is unfit to eat. We sit watching our TVs as if that's the way it's supposed to be. We know things are bad, worse than bad. I want you to get mad.
Will you fight? No! We will run! And we will live!
Shame on you. This could be the greatest night of our lives. you're gonna let it be the worst.
In this lifetime, you don't have to prove nothing to nobody except yourself. And after what you've gone through, if you haven't done that by now, it ain't gonna never happen.
Wretched slugs. Don't any of you have the guts to play for blood?
I'm your huckleberry.
I'll put you out of your misery.
Say wham.
You gotta say, damn it, my life has value.
And I'm gonna stay right here and fight for this lost cause.
Intruder.
Yes, you're an intruder. I was having a perfectly nice trip until you walked into my life.
Hey! Let's just lying around.
I want you to get up now. I want all of you to get up out of your chairs. I want you to get up right now and go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take this anymore!
Right. Psychotic, but absolutely right. We gotta take these bastards.
Are they yelling in Atlanta?
Are they yelling in Atlanta?
I'm as mad as hell!
They're yelling in Atlanta?
Son of a... We struck the mother load!
I'm mad as hell!
I'm mad as hell!
I'm not gonna take it anymore!
And this crowd's back into it now.
I didn't think you had it in you.
You look like somebody just walked over your grave. Play for blood, remember? Like I missed something.
Yeah, we're all officially kicked out of school.
That makes sense.
Austin Riley at the plate, swing and a miss. They just showed, I don't know if, yeah, they're not doing it on the Braves vision. On the Minnesota cast, they're showing Acuna and Ozzie talking in the dugout as the 1-1 outside wide to him. Two 1 count. Ozzie trying to explain to him, and Acuna was shaking his head. That's all I can tell you. I mean, obviously we can't read lips, but 2-1 high now, the zone 3-1. It's the right fielder's ball when it's all said and done. But the question is the 3-1 swing? Pops it back foul, full count. Who was actually being vocal and calling him off? Acuna had a long way to go, and he saw Ozzie because you saw him shift his eyes down as Ozzie was drifting back as the pitch on the way smacked off the plate's a full count. But he continued to come in, and that's a question in itself, but why did he do that? Did he think that Ozzie heard him, et cetera, et cetera? But they're still talking about it. They're showing it in the dugout right now, the payoff pitch swing. Fouls it down the line. It's one of the reasons why I call these games for y'all. I like to have both sides because teams will try to hide the obvious. It's not just the Braves that do it. A lot of teams do that to try to save face. 3-2 swing and a miss. Strike 3. Slider got him. Away. Zebby Matthews, who has a 5.10 ERA, has struck out 3, given up no runs and just 2 hits. And that'll bring Dubon to the plate. First pitch to Dubon is called for a wide strike. It's 0-1. Dubon, 1-0, or 0-1, excuse me, swung on, chopped on the ground. And that's an easy out, 5-3, 2 down. So Sean Murphy will come to the plate, and he's over. Harris has a double. Baldwin has a single. The rest of the lineup is over. And Zebby Matthews is at 63 pitches. It's a little higher than what he was doing earlier as the first pitch. Four-seam fastball. Off the plate, it's 0-1. But if you want to get him out by the 6th inning, you would want him around 75 when he leaves this inning. The 0-1 count. Right there at the knees. 1-2. Wouldn't that be nice, Chop? Murphy has not hit a home run this year. Of course, he hasn't had the at-bats that other guys have had, but he's batting 125 at 281 OPS. The 0-2 check swing. He held up 1-2. I don't know if I'm neutral Mark, but man, do I get mad. I don't pull punches. I'll put it that way. The 1-2 pitch swing, hit down the left field line, and he just underneath, just foul. I thought that thing had actually snuck across the line. With Murph's speed, he'd be at 1.5 bases. I don't know if he'd actually get to second, but he'd definitely have first. Man, that looked like that was going to stay fair. 1-2 count. He's constantly pulling the ball. So their infield is back into the left for good reason. Drake is on deck. The 1-2. Outside, wide, ball 2, 2-2. That one was way out of the zone. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. There's that nasty slider dropping at the bottom of the zone. And that'll end the inning. We go to the 5th, trailing by 2 here in Minnesota.
So I used to date this guy. And he... Oh, I don't think I'm ready to talk about that yet.
Most Americans don't realize the fight it took to secure our Bill of Rights. Virginia Governor Patrick Henry, a staunch anti-federalist, opposed the Constitution, fearing it gave the federal government too much power over the states and lacked protections for individual liberties. To win over skeptics, James Madison promised to propose a Bill of Rights if the Constitution was ratified. Madison won. Undeterred, Henry then gerrymandered Madison's district to block him from being elected to the first Congress and persuaded Madison's protege James Monroe to run against him. Again, Madison triumphed and kept his promise, drafting a list of 20 amendments. He pared this down to 17 the House approved. The Senate reduced the list further to 12, which were sent to the states for ratification. On this day in history, December 15th, 10 of those amendments became part of the Constitution when Virginia became the 11th state to ratify them in 1791, our Bill of Rights. Remarkably, one of the 2 amendments that didn't pass at the time, on congressional pay, was finally ratified almost 200 years later, becoming the 27th Amendment in 1992.
Here's the newest member of baseball's 3,000 hit club.
Returning home to Kansas City after his 3,000th hit, late in the 1992 season, life for George Brett couldn't have seemed better. But questions lingered about what was next, inside Brett's head, and evidently in the mind of Royals owner Ewing Kauffman.
The year I got 3,000 hits, he says, well, are you going to play next year or not? I had 1 year left on my contract. And I said, I don't know, I'm going to call some people. I just got 3,000 hits. Do I really want to play anymore or what? Then that's when I say, well, if you were me, Mr. Kauffman, what would you do? And he looked at me and he said, if I was you, I would retire and let a younger, more deserving player play.
Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Welcome back. 2-0 your score. Tyler Mahle going back to work. He's giving up that 1 home run, but if you were here for that first inning, as the pitch on the way swung on, chopped foul, it's 0-1. There's no doubt about it. That was a bad pitch. He took advantage of it, et cetera, et cetera. But it feels like we would have been out of the inning had everybody been wearing sunglasses. The ball was hit into the little area of the field that had sun, and Harris didn't seem to pick it up quickly. It goes off the wall, and that got the man to second on a ball that normally either him or Acuna get to. They both did not have sunglasses. As the pitch in the down and in, 1-1. Harris had him on the back of his head, but he wasn't using him, so regardless. Acuna didn't have him on at all. He fought the sun for the first out. The 1-1's foul back. It's 1-2. One-two count. Swing, pops it up. High into center field. Harris underneath it. He'll make the grab, and there's one away. It's not saying this game's over by any stretch of the imagination. You just hate the fact that recently, they're just in a rut. They've been giving away at bats in the early innings. They usually come around later in the game and usually get some base hits and some runs. But sometimes it's too late. It's not always going to come together. Molly goes back to work. Roden, the batter, number 8 hitter. First pitch misses high and out of the zone. It's 1-0. Molly comes set. Turns and kicks. Swing, roped on the ground over towards second. Ozzy's got it, flips it to first, 2 down. They're showing Chris Sale in the dugout from the Minnesota side, and then they put our standings. They're probably saying, hey, man, we're dodging a bullet. We don't have to face Sale, and they were laying out why they believe he was being skipped or pushed back because we have that 6.5 game lead. And I understand why the Braves did it this time. They're wanting to set it up where he faces the Brewers and the Dodgers. Is the first pitch is a 4-seam fastball at 0-1. But I've always said, does it matter in the regular season when you're when you're getting the wins? Get the wins when you can get them. The 0-1, up top, misses high, 1-1. He definitely would have still been in line to face the Dodgers. I thought at least we would see him by Thursday. But I guess if you're going to push it back Thursday, it doesn't realistically matter. The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss, 1-2. I'm just looking at it as if you pitch him on Thursday and not Friday, you can start the series off against the Dodgers with Chris Sale at home. 1-2 count. Swing, chops it foul. And they're all 3 right at the top. So to me, what they're really doing, what they've been doing all year long, when you keep skipping Chris Sale, you're at the end, when it's all said and done, it's got to be counting us at least 2 or 3 wins in a 162 game schedule. It has to be, because he's not getting as many starts as he would be, and he's by far our best pitcher. The 1-2 pitch, swing, lifts it high and deep into center field. Underneath it is Harris. Not too far in front of the 411 sign. Man, did he give that a ride. We'll be back in a flash. We go to the bottom of the 6th, trailing by 2, or top of the 6th, trailing by 2 here in Braves country.
Check this out. Did you guys know that Pittsburgh is in Pennsylvania?
Yes.
Yeah. Now think about that, though. That's crazy. Like 2 cities in one state?
No, that's not crazy.
No, not at all. No. All right, I don't think you understand. There's 2 cities in the same state. Like, how's that even possible?
All states have more than one city.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
There's Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Yes.
So that's what Pennsylvania is.
Oh, no.
Oh, so Philadelphia's not Pennsylvania?
No, Philadelphia is in Pennsylvania. What is this man talking about?
Here are some baseball facts that you might not have known. The 1960 World Series was between the Pirates and the Yankees and ended with a walk-off homer by Pirates second baseman Bill Mazeroski. The MVP of that series wasn't Mazeroski, but instead it was Yankees player Bobby Richardson. His 12 RBIs led him to becoming the only World Series MVP who was on the losing team.
It is important to remember in an imperfect and fretful world that we have an institution which is practically above reproach and above criticism. Nobody worth mentioning wants to change its constitution or limit its powers. The government is not asked to inspect it, regulate, suppress, guarantee, or own it. There is no movement afoot that we know of to uplift it, like the stage, or to abolish it, like marriage. No one complains that it is vulgar, like the newspapers, or that it assassinates genius, like the magazines. It rouses no class passions, and while it has magnates, they go unhung with our approval. This once comparatively perfect flower of our sadly defective civilization is, of course, baseball, the only important institution, so far as we remember, which the United States regards with a practically universal approval. Saturday Evening Post.
Drake Baldwin will lead us off. He's got 1 hit, one of the Braves' 2 hits, and the first pitch on the way is a strike on the outer edge. It's 0-1, righty-lefty matchup, infield back into the right. pitch outside wide 1-1. Braves writers are saying that Walt Weiss reiterated he sees Grant Holmes as a starter, but he noted this setup is temporary as the 1-1 misses high. 2-1. See, he kind of talks over himself. He says, right now we have 6 starters. Like I said, it's not going to stay that way. Grant Holmes is a starter, but he's not a starter. The 2-1 pitch, swing, lifts it. High and deep into left center field, going back on the track. Get up! Zip, boom, bam, it's gone! Ram-a-lamma, ding-dong! The solo shot. Your Atlanta Braves!
The Drake.
I love the Drake.
Cut the lead in half, baby.
How could you not like the Drake?
Who's the Drake?
The Drake is good.
Drake is good. How far did she fly? 383 happy feet over the wall. That'll bring Ron Acuna Jr. to the plate, swinging out his shoes on a slider. It's 0-1. Drake Baldwin with his 21st home run of the year. The 0-1 pitch down below. I was wondering who was going to beat that. Down below the knees. 1-1 count. All three, Drake, Michael, and Ozzie, all came in as the 1-1 down and away to him. They all came in tied with 20 home runs coming into today's action. He has broken that tie. The 2-1 pitch, swing, pop up. Into right field, fairly deep, but not nearly deep enough. It'll be a fly ball into the mitt of Roden, and there's one down. Talked about it last night, but the Minnesota Twins bullpen, which was helped at the deadline, but nonetheless, they're in the bottom quarter of Major League Baseball bullpen ERA. Braves are in the top 4. So you'd like to get into that bullpen. First pitch to Olsen, swing. That ball is smoked down the right field line, but just foul. And I mean just foul. Are you kidding me? That's happened 3 times in the last couple of days with the Braves. Ball's just missing the chalk out there. They're wanting to see if they want to challenge it, and they are going to challenge it. See if we... Unless they got a better angle, it doesn't look like they're going to get that overturned. But we'll hope for the best, expect the worst. That's baseball. Marlins are choking away in the Phillies. They now trail 5-3. I don't see it hitting the chalk. And I don't see a review that they're showing where there's an above frame. If all we're getting are the 2 side views, I don't know how they're going to overturn that. If there's an above view, I'd like to see it because it's very close. If it hit the chalk, it's like 10%, 15% of the ball hit the chalk. But as it hits the ground, you don't see any chalk fly up, and that's why they use chalk. I didn't give the Marlins much of a chance of winning that game tonight because, and it is foul. So the Braves will lose a challenge, but I don't think that's a terrible challenge because, A, if it ends up being fair, Olsen's going to be standing at second base. And B, you don't use those challenges like you use the ABS. So you might as well use them because you just never know. It was close enough. The 0-1 pitch down and away, 1-1. I still say they need to go to 3 total challenges. Get rid of the 2 and 2. Give me 3 total challenges through 8 innings. ABS and replay. The 1-1 down and away to them. As long as you're correct, you keep them. And then in the 9th inning, give both teams one of each. I wouldn't want to see a game ended on it because you're out of challenges. Is the 2-1 pitch, fouls it away, 2-2. I mean, unless of course the Braves want it. The 2-2 count. Standing on deck is Harris. Braves trail just 2-1 now. Finally get on the board. That first run's usually the hardest one to get. The 2-2 from Zebby. Swing. Smacks the cutter backwards. Ozzie is in the hole. They got the line moving. You would see the Yaz and then Riley. The 2-2. 2 runs and kicks. Way outside, wide pitch out territory. It's a full count. Good to see everybody in the chat. Guess we're getting some folks that we haven't seen in a while. Welcome back. Couldn't keep up with the chat. I saw someone say that they're a Blue Jays fan. They were here last year as the 3-2. Fouls it away. We've done a couple of Blue Jays games this year. Next out-of-town game is Yankees versus Orioles. It's looking more and more like it's going to be tomorrow. The payoff pitch. It's either Wednesday night or Thursday night. The 3-2 pitch swing. That ball's hit hard, but right at the right fielder. Rodin with the diving catch. He'll make the grab, and there's 2 down. You can bet your bottom dollar no matter how long Zebby Matthews goes in this game, he won't see Olsen again. Olsen was getting him. I mean, he was hitting him hard. Just couldn't find the green patch. Zebby, he's at 86 pitches, so he wouldn't make it back around anyway. Well, I don't know. I can see the Braves swinging at the first pitch of the next 8 at-bats. The first pitch right there swung on. That ball smoked into the hole, and Michael Harris II, he's seeing the ball well off of Zebby, and he'll make it to first with 2 outs.
What they know about that?
Second hit of the day, he's got a single.
Never know. You know what I'm saying? I got a little round with that.
Here comes the pitching coach, Pete Mackey, coming out. There is a left-hander warming up in the pen. And with the Yaz on deck, he may just not be ready, or they may be wanting Ozzie to bat from the left side. But I'll tell you what, Ozzie's batted better from the left side than he has in past years. So it's not... I'm always torn on, do I want Ozzie batting from the left or the right, because from the right he's got more power, but he knows that, and he'll swing it out of his shoes sometimes. Got an alert a little while ago, and the guy that handles the radio side of it is the first pitch on the way to Ozzie Albies, a 4-seam fastball off the plate. It's only 1. We still have to check the weather, but it looks like we're going to do tomorrow night, because there are a bunch of stations that want to carry Yankees Orioles, because I guess it's normally on Amazon on Wednesdays. 1-0 right there on the outer edge, 1-1. 1-1 count. Braves trail by 1. Runner at first, 2 outs, infield back and to the right. The pitch, swing, chops the cutter down the line, foul, and it's 1-2. Braves done their last strike in the inning. The 1-2 flips it over to first real quick. Harris had a really big lead. He almost got caught leaning. Thought he would have already gone by now. Worst case scenario, you got Ozzie leading off the inning next inning. The 1-2. He'll stay put, swing, hit up the middle, and that ball's through for a base hit. Harris is going to go around second. He's going for third, and it's runners on the corners, and 2 outs, and the Braves got something cooking.
I'm the Wiz, I'm the Wiz, I'm the Wiz. I'm the Wiz, and nobody beats me.
Good hard hit ball up the middle. Man, if he would have jumped earlier, would have tied the ball game, but instead we got runners on the corners and 2 outs. Yaz coming to the plate, and the left-hander appears to be ready. 90 pitches for Zebby Matthews, and Derek Shelton's coming out to get him out of the game. We'll be back in a flash, trailing by 1, 90 feet away here in Braves country. Welcome back. Southpaw coming on the mound, Cody Funderburk. Tell me that doesn't sound like either not quite a NASCAR driver, but I'd say someone who probably drives in the smaller leagues on Friday nights. Definitely stock car racer. Lefty-righty matchup as Lane Thomas will come in for the Yaz. First pitch upstairs, swing and a miss, 94 miles an hour. It's 0-1. Good to see Lane. I mean, we haven't had him. Every time they put him in, he seems to produce. He's 5 for 20 this year with 4 RBIs pinch hitting. The 0-1 swing and a miss. It's 0-2. It's really hard to come off the bench like this when you're not used to being a pinch hitter. He did it a little bit. He came up as a starter. It's really something you have to learn, the 0-2 pitch. Swing, slaps it down the line, foul. Ozzie was taken off on that pitch. Braves trail 2-1. A home run by Drake Baldwin has cut the lead in half here in the 6th. The 0-2, check swing, went around strike 3. Right in the dirt, couldn't lay off of it, and that'll end the inning. But not before your Atlanta Braves cut it to a 1-run lead. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th here in Braves country. 2-1 Minnesota.
Okay, put a finger down if you my ex-boyfriend Steven in the Burger King parking lot.
John Lester will be remembered as a very intense, consistent pitcher. He was so consistent that in 241 starts for the Red Sox, he had a 3.64 ERA, and in 171 starts with the Cubs, he also had a 3.64 ERA. In 1995, a contest was held to name a future Arizona baseball team. The name Diamondbacks won, but there were some other choices. The Arizona Diamondbacks were almost the Rattlers, Scorpions, Phoenixes, or Coyotes.
I like old trucks, I like Nickelback, I like extra large t-shirts that say something funny on them, and I've realized that I am 1 beer belly and 2 ex-wives away from becoming my Uncle Earl.
Y'all, my dog size and snore is way too hard for somebody who does not contribute to this household.
We don't have set sides of the bed.
Yeah, we sort of lie down wherever.
What are you, farm animals? Couples have set sides of the bed. Walk me through this. You get ready for bed. You put your sweats on, whatever.
Actually, we sleep naked.
Oh, I'm sorry, what? No sides, no clothes, no rules. Basically, your bedroom is Thunderdome. Filthy, naked hippies.
Baseball's thought of as this game of geometry. The game of geometry. It's perfect. It's 90 feet, it's 60 feet, it's this, it's that. Everything's perfect, right angles, everything's all that. And then it has the strictest rules, and it has the strictest history, everything interpreted. And kids play it all over the place with 2 bases, 1 base, with a car parked in the middle of where they're playing. They play it in the street. We played it in the hollow, used trees for bases. We call it the hollow, where I lived in Lexington, Virginia. We had a wonderful baseball game. You can improvise baseball in a living room. You can improvise baseball on a New York street, and people do every day. You can play it in a pasture. You can play it on the side of a hill. You can play baseball anywhere.
Audra Martin coming to the plate. No, I'm sorry. Coming to the plate is Keyshaw. I didn't think that looked like one. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch on the way. Swing, and that ball smoked into center field. Down for a base hit, and it's a leadoff single for the Minnesota Twins. Braves cut this lead in half, 2-1. Just like that, they've got the runner back on base. Top of the order, so number 2 hitter Larnach, he'll be followed by Jeffers, and then Bell, who is 2 for 2 versus Molly, as the first pitch is a 4-seam fastball right there for a strike. It's 0-1. Tyler Molly, he's only at 61 pitches. You just wonder, depending on how it's set up, and Bell comes to the plate again, how they'll pitch him. Is he 0-1 inside, 1-2? Bell is 2 for 2, and he's got some good swings on him. He hit 1 out. He also got a single. We do have a left-hander warming up in the pen in Dodd. So that might be the game plan. If they can't get a double play to get out of the inning, you just go get Dodd. The 1-1 splitter. 2-1. 2-1 count. Good lead over there by Keyshaw, and he can fly, so you got to keep an eye on the center fielder at first. The 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Filthy splitter, 2-2. That's the pitch he really had working against the Yankees the other night. We piled up the strikeouts. Tonight he just has 1. Dodd continues to warm up. Southpaw in the Braves bullpen. The 2-2. Molly comes set. Looking in, the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Filthy splitter. One away. Where has that thing been all night? We saw that against the Yankees, and I think he had like 9 strikeouts that night. I don't have it in front of me, but all I could think was, man, this guy's filthy. Why is his number so jacked up? Ryan Jeffers, the batter, 1 for 2. First pitch swinging. That splitter was hanging. Thankfully, he just got underneath it. It's 0-1. That went right back to the backstop. Swing. Punches a 4-seam fastball in on his hands, and Ozzie will get it, calling off Dubon. 2 down. Bell coming to the plate. He's hit a home run. He's got a single. There are 2 outs, and it looks like they're going to let him face him. So here we go. They do set up on the outside. First pitch swinging, rips it up the middle, but Dubon's there. 6-3 on the putout, and that'll end the inning. So it worked out. 2-1 your score. We go to the 7th, and it's the Braves' turn when we return here in Minneapolis.
Did you touch the thermostat? Did you turn it up? Well, of course not. Did somebody fiddle with the thermostat? Yes, it's 85 degrees. 85? Do you have any idea how much even a few degrees can impact the gas bill? Of course I do. It's unthinkable. Why is it so hot? Someone fiddled with the thermostat. What? Who would do that? What is going on? Adriana, she turned up the thermostat.
Said she fiddles with the thermostat at your place anytime she damn well pleases.
Hey, you might as well give her your wallet and your 401k while you're at it.
Brad, do you let the kids touch the thermostat at your house?
What? No. The thermostat is a sacred covenant. I can't believe we're even talking about this. This is madness!
Lou Gehrig hit his first career home run on September 27th, 1923. He hit his final home run on September 27th, 1938. In total, he hit 5 home runs on September 27th. 2 of those came off of Hall of Famer Lefty Grove in 1931 and 1933.
Bad check, dumbass.
Holy crap!
No, it is not a bad check. We just want to say goodnight, and we love you very, very much. What are you doing?
Oh, just nailing his window shut for his own good. What if there's a fire? Well, then I guess you can just light your dope with it, dopehead.
If you look at pictures of, say, the 1915 Pirates, you're going to see a very different kind of face than you see today. Hard men. Baseball at that point was a way out of the mines. This was a way for immigrant Americans to make a career, and they were tough men. Hungry young men coming after the established older men. Baseball was played with a ferocity of kind of life and death, which in a sense it was for these players. So it represented the rise of American striving in a certain way.
Welcome back. Andrew Morris, the right-hander's coming on for the Minnesota Twins. First pitch on the way to Austin Riley is right there at the knees. It's 0-1. He's got a much lower ERA of 3.39. Four-seam cutter, changeup, sinker, sweeper, and the curveball. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, blowing it right by Riley. Like he's standing still. It's 0-2. 99 miles an hour at the knees. Infield back and to the left, outfield deep and straight away. The 0-2 pitch just misses the edge. They're going to challenge this. I don't believe he's going to get it, but it is extremely close. Probably worth a shot. It would be an automatic out. And he did not get it. So that'll knock one off on their challenge meter.
Wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong.
Turns and kicks. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Cutter got him. One away. I'm sure the pitcher's like, why'd you challenge that man? You knew I was going to strike him out. Mauricio Dubon, the batter, does not look like they're going to try to pinch hit here. They're probably going to save their pinch hitters for later in the game. First pitch on the way is off the... Whoa. That one was a little off. Dubon wasn't really looking at the pitch. It's 0-1. He does that thing in that first pitch where he steps out as the pitch goes by. The 0-1. Right there at the knees. 0-2. The 0-2 count. Kicks and fires. Down and away. 1-2. Good take by Doobie. 1 run, 5 hits, no errors for Atlanta. 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Twins. 2-1 your score. The pitch on the way. Swing! Fouls away the 99-mile-an-hour four-seamer. Padres lead the Mets 3-1 in the 7th, but the game that we're concerned with, the Phillies have a 2-run lead on the Marlins in the 8th. The 1-2. Swing, rolls it on the ground over to short. And that'll be an easy 6-3 and 2 quick outs to start the 7th. So 2 quick outs and Sean Murphy coming to the plate. First pitch, P at the knees, 40-seam fastball, 100 miles an hour. It's 0-1. This would be a great time for him to get his first home run of the year. He's 0 for 2. Ground out and a strikeout, batting 121. Is the 0-1 right there at the knees. It's 0-2. Back-to-back 4-seamers. The 0-2 in the dirt, 1-2. One-two count. Swing, soft chopper over towards short. Plenty of time with the catcher running. 6-3, and that will end the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th. Time to get up and stretch. Braves trail by a swing here in Minneapolis.
All right, I can't see you. Let me hear you. A 1, a 2, a 3. We out to the ball game. We out to the night. Find me some peanuts, crackers, Jack. I don't care if I have to get back going. Root for the
Tyler Molly's going back out there. He's only thrown 67 pitches. He's gotten some really quick outs, some double plays in the middle innings here to keep the number down as the first pitch is a P at the knees. It's 0-1. Righty-lefty matchup. Clemens the batter. He'll be followed by Lewis and Lee. The 0-1. Swing. Lifted. High and deep into center field, going back on the track, making the catch, crashing into the wall is Harris. 75% of this great world is covered by water. The rest by Michael the Hawk Harris, one away. He had to get up and get going. He got there in a hurry. Great jump on that one. Crashed into the wall, but right into the padding. Royce Lewis, the batter. He's 0 for 2 on the day. A line out and a ground out. First pitch on the way is a splitter at the knees. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Turns and kicks. Swing, chopper down the line. It's 0-2. The 0-2 count. Kicks and fires. Caught looking, strike 3. Hit them with that splitter again. He's had that working from time to time tonight. 2 down. It's his 3rd strikeout of the night. Still at only 73 pitches. I mean, in theory, if he gets out of this inning pretty quickly, you could go back out there for the 8th. And look, it is disappointing that we're trailing this game, but think about we're not getting another day off until Monday and squeezing all these other games in. This could really help the pen. First pitch cutter, swing and a miss. It's 0-1. I like what I heard Ray Kerr say. I don't know if they interviewed him tonight or today, but I heard it today. They were asking him when he came in yesterday, if you remember, is the 0-1 pitch, swung on, chopped foul, lead the batter once again. It's 0-2. It's the first time he had come into a game since 2024 when he had the Tommy John. But anyways, they asked him, did he think he was done after he faced the one batter? And he said, I hope not. If I go in, I want to keep going in until you tell me not to go in. Is the 0-2 swing. Chops it foul. It's 0-2. It is a little different that the Braves have this in this bullpen, and I like the way it is. I don't know if it's going to work in the postseason, but you can adjust it. Regular season, we've got a lot of guys that can go multiple innings, and that's not nothing. Because usually you just had the one long man in years past, and if he was used, well, you just didn't have him for a few days. The 0-2 count. I wonder if they're delaying the game because this bird is flying around. Yeah, that's what they're doing. There's a bird flying around, or is that a bat? That might be a bat. It's flying around the infield. The 0-2 pitch, swing lifted, out to center field, right center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Not a hard hit ball. Hit him out in front of the outfielders. Acuna scoops it up. It's a 2-out single to keep the inning going for the Twinkies. Just off the edge of the bat. And that'll bring Roden to the plate. The only thing that could keep them from saying we don't want to send him out there is that it would be the 4th time through the order. And depending where we are in the game, they may not want him to see the 4th time through the order. Nope, that's going to be it there. They went ahead and said, good, it's over. So, all in all, a good outing by Tyler Mahle. Braves haven't scored the runs to support the pitching the last few nights. We'll see if they can get them back when we return. Dylan Dodd coming in. Dylan Dodd goes back to work. First pitch upstairs, 95 mile an hour. They'll call it a strike. We'll take that strike. It's 0-1. Roden at the plate. Lefty-lefty matchup. Thought they might pinch hit, but they're going to leave him in the 0-1. Way outside, wide, 1-1. 1-1 count. Missed outside with that cutter. Culpepper, the number 9 hitter, is due up. 2 outs. Runner at first. Braves trail 2-1. Bottom of the 7th inning. The 1-1. Nowhere near the zone. 2-1. 1 run, 5 hits, no errors for Atlanta. 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors for Minnesota. Difference in the game was a 2-run homer in the first inning by Josh Bell. The 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Sinker, 2-2. The 2-2 count. Braves will have the top of the order due up in the 8th, by the way. The 2-2 count. Dodd digging in, Roden digging in. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And the Rodent, we exterminated him. We'll be back in a flash. We go to the 8th, trailing by 1 here in Braves country.
106 miles to Chicago. We've got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
It's happy hour.
When wins become losses
And losses become wins. You guys going to happy hour? I'll come for a couple. Just a couple, though. Not like last time.
I need a drink.
When buying a beer, buying only one beer can cause a misalignment in your spine due to the uneven weight distribution. This can cause unnecessary back pain and potential spine issues. To prevent this, carry 2 beers, ensuring your body is balanced and proper health maintained.
Afternoon, everybody.
Put my pants on, one leg at a time.
Does Barry Manilow know that you raid his wardrobe?
Guess what? I got a fever, and the only prescription.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the Intercontinental Radio News.
You're in Braves country.
Everybody drink a beer. Salad.
They're making it laws where you can't drink when you want to.
This stinks!
Pretty soon we're going to be calling this country.
This is total BS!
Oh, yeah. Me and the Lord. You gotta understand it. We're on a mission from God.
I'm on the radio every day!
If you want to stop me, you're gonna have to kill me!
And you, music lover, you're next.
You're so drunk you can't hit nothing. In fact, you're probably seeing double.
I have 2 guns, one for each of you.
Welcome back. AJ Minter coming on for the Twins, who came over in the trade. So here we got to see this guy again. First pitch swinging. Chops it on the ground over to third, and it's a quick 1 pitch, 1 out. Here in the top of the 8th, Braves trail by 1. That'll bring Acuna to the plate. AJ Minter, of course, the former Brave, former World Series champion with the Braves. Came over from the Mets at the deadline. Marlins have made it a 1-run game. It's 5-4, but they are in the 8th as the cutter down and in. It's 1-0. If these scores stay the same, the Braves' lead will drop to 5.5 in front of the Phillies. The 1-0. Swing, pop up. Will stay in play. Just over the third base dugout, 1-1. On deck is Olsen. Remember, him and Minter are still good friends. Olsen hit a home run on him earlier when he was in a Mets uniform. The 1-1 count. Turns and kicks. Swing. Pop up. Shallow right center field. Drifting back, making the catch is Clemens, the second baseman. And there's quickly 2 down. That'll bring Olsen to the plate. It's funny that they are saying right now that it's like a runaway between PCA and Ohtani for MVP in the National League, because you look at their numbers and I don't see it where they're drastically. As the first pitch is a 4-seam fastball right there for a strike, it's 0-1. I mean, you look at Matt Olson, he leads both of them in slugging. 0-1. Not to mention, he'll probably win another Gold Glove. Pitch on the way, swing. Hit on the ground over to second, and that's going to end the inning. Braves go down quietly once again. 1, 2, 3. We go to the bottom of the 8th, trailing by a swing here in Braves country.
Some people are like old TVs. They need to be slapped a few times to get the picture.
Hey, Braves Country, this is Mac McGee with Braves Country Radio. We are bringing you pitch by pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves all year long. Please like and subscribe today. It's free, and it helps us bring you more of the game we all love. Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball.
Mark Lemke played for 11 seasons and had 3,664 career regular season plate appearances. You may be asking yourself, what is crazy about that? In his entire career, he was never hit by a pitch. Lemke also had 257 career postseason plate appearances, and you guessed it, he was never hit by a pitch.
In 1910, Ty Cobb was locked in a fierce battle with Napoleon Lajoie of the Cleveland Indians for the batting championship of the American League. The hugely popular Lajoie had led the league in batting twice before and was considered the greatest second baseman in the game. The Chalmers Motor Company had offered a new car to the man who won the title. Cobb wanted that car, but he was so detested by those who played against him that when he and Lajoie were neck and neck for the title at the very end of the season, the manager of the St. Louis Browns, just to spite Cobb, ordered his third baseman to play so deep that Lajoie got 6 bunt singles in a row. The manager was found out and fired. Cobb ended up winning the title by a single percentage point. Years later, it was discovered that in fact Lajoie should have won. Cobb's average had been inflated by counting 1 game twice, but both men got cars. It would be the first of 10 cars Cobb would receive over his career.
Welcome back. First pitch on the way to start the inning is swung on and dropped into left field. That's down for a base hit. And the number 9 hitter, Culpepper, singles to center field to start the inning. Dodd is still on the mound. Keyshaw coming to the plate. After that, it's Larnock and Jeffers. Kalen Culpepper. Now a 6-game hitting streak for the rookie. First pitch upstairs. Sinker misses high. It's 1-0. 1-0. Swing, smokes it down the left field line, but foul. Keyshaw well out in front of that one. He was sitting dead red. Gomez, the closer, is warming up in the pen for the Twins. We saw him last night. We'll have Harris, Ozzie, and Thomas due up. Of course, you got the pinch hitters sitting on the bench as well they could go to. The 1-1 pitch swing, pop up. Can of corn, who wants it? Dubon calling off everybody. He'll make the catch, F6, one away. That'll bring Byron Buxton to the plate. We've got Diddy warming in the bullpen. Do they go there? Larnach was due up. They may try to skate through here with Dodd trailing by 1. Buxton is getting his warm-up swings. And a quick mound visit, and that was to buy time. I thought that's what that might have been. Weiss is coming out. He's going to grab Diddy, try to keep the Braves right where it's at. 2-1. Good guys trail. We're getting Diddy with it when we return.
You people that walk in the middle of a parking lot, like right down the middle, are wild to me. And then you turn around and you're like, oh, I had no idea there was a car behind me in the middle of a parking lot. Must suck to suck. There's way too many people outside.
You know that there was an illegal gambling operation going on just down the street from where you live?
No. It was illegal. What that's that? I ain't heard nothing about that.
Armchair.
Cheating on me? That's easy. But trying to stop your car with no brake pads ain't.
The Steve Bartman incident was a very controversial play in which Bartman accidentally prevented a Cubs outfielder from catching a ball, which then spiraled into the Cubs losing the game and eventually the championship series. Cubs fans were livid with Bartman, but the actual Cubs team was apologetic. In fact, after winning it all in 2016, the Cubs decided to give Bartman a World Series ring.
They should have x-rayed your head at the hospital. They did. And for your information, they found nothing.
On November 13th, 1911, John Jordan O'Neill, who would one day become one of baseball's greatest ambassadors, was born in the Gulf Coast port town of Carabel, Florida, the grandson of a slave.
Every town had a baseball team. In my town, Carabel, they had a little local baseball team, and my father played on the baseball team. It was only 4 high schools in the state of Florida a black kid could attend. So just elementary education. Well, so I've got to go to the Sarah field. And in that Sarah field, I was a box boy. I'm sitting behind the boxes one day, and it was hot in Florida, and I was sweaty, and that muck was, I'm itching, and I said, damn, it's got to be something better than this.
Welcome back, y'all. Braves trail by 1. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning. Didi Fuentes coming on. First pitch on the way. Swing smoked on the ground past the diving glove of Mauricio Dubon, and they've got runners on first and second. And 1 down. He was sitting dead red on the bender on the off speed. Tried to sneak it by him. That one kind of hung up there. He's kind of fortunate that's all that happened to that ball. Byron Buxton. A lot of times, you're not getting that ball back. 2 on, 1 out. Exactly, Newt. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss. It's 0-1. The 0-1 count. Kicks and fires. Swing lifted. Out to deep right center field. That ball's going to get off the wall, and that's going to score at least 1 run. Here comes the throw into the infield, and Dubon will not throw the ball. Both runs will score, and it's a 2 RBI double for the Twinkies. Jeffers, he's been having a good season, continues his good hitting. I mean, that pitch is just right down Main Street. Doesn't matter how fast you throw that ball, if you sit it right down the center of the plate, big league hitters like Jeffers are going to smoke it. Thought we were going to have a chance to get it 0-1 count. Pitch on the way, four-seamer to Bell is inside. It's 0-2. The 0-2. Philly looks like they're about to put the Marlins to bed. It's 6-4 in the ninth there. The 0-2 pitch swing chops it off the plate, which means if these scores hold, Braves will have lost 4 games in the standings since Friday. Gomez continues to warm up in the pen for the Twins, now a 3-run game. They've got A.J. Smith-Shawver going to the mound tomorrow as the 0-2 pitch rolls it foul. And then we stop off in Chicago to face the White Sox on Thursday afternoon. That's a Grant Holmes day. Chris Sale has been pushed back to Friday against the Brewers if you haven't seen that update. The 0-2 inside. Good snag by Murphy. That ball almost went to the backstop. That would have put a 4th run in front of us just 90 feet away with one out. The 1-2 count. Kicks and fires, swing, pop up. A little bit of a jam shot. Will it stay in play? Riley giving chase, and he's going to run out of room as it smacks off the top of the third base dugout, Minnesota side. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, four-seam fastball. And there's 2 down. 2 down, and Cody Clemens coming to the plate. Braves will have the middle of the order due up in the 9th inning. So it's not over yet. But you would have liked to have kept it at 1-run lead, but you definitely need to stop the bleeding here. Cody Clemens, first pitch, swing and a miss, four-seam fastball. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Brings it. Four-seam fastball high and out of the zone, 1-1. Game 2 of a 3-game set. Game 3 is tomorrow. We'll come on the air 1:15, first pitch, about 20 minutes later. A.J. Smith-Shawver coming up from the minor leagues to get his second start of the year. Looked good his first one. He's looked very good down there. 1-2 fouled away. Infield back and to the right, outfield deep and straight away. 1-2. Swing, hard hit ball into right field. Acuna gets the short hop, the throw comes in, and they're going to hold the catcher Jeffers. So it'll be a single. They do get the base hit and put runners on the corners, but we keep the run off the board. And that'll bring Royce Lewis. Another pitch that's just, it's right down Main Street. He just doesn't have his normal control that he has. He's got the velo, it's just getting drilled. That pitch and the one that went off the wall for the double 2 RBI, both of them were right down the pipe. Very rare that guys in the... That game is a final, by the way. Philly has put the Marlins to bed. Hopefully they'll show up in Game 3. They've got Alcantara on the hill going into that series. I figured that was their best chance of getting a win in that series. It was looking good earlier, but who are we kidding? It's the Marlins. Can't leave it up to the Marlins. Two on, 2 out. Braves trail by 3. First pitch on the way, swing, roped on the ground. Riley diving catch, fires it over to first as he leaps to his feet, and that will end the inning. The Braves come back put an asterisk on that play. That might have saved the ball game. We trail by 3. We go to the 9th. We'll face the same guy from last night, back-to-back nights.
What are you doing? Excuse me? Are you really drinking a beer before work? You damn right I'm having a beer.
We're a team.
What
One person struggles, we all struggle. One player triumphs, we all triumph.
Well, since when are you the quitting kind?
I don't know. I just don't see the point anymore.
Want to talk about our opponent?
In this lifetime, you don't have to prove nothing to nobody except yourself.
They're bigger, faster, stronger, and on paper, they're just better, and they know it too. But I want to tell you something that they don't know. They don't know your heart. I do. I've seen it. You have shown it to me. You have shown yourselves just exactly who you are. When you take that field, you've got to lay that heart on the line. From the soles of your feet, with every ounce of blood you've got, lay it on the line, and if you do that, you cannot lose. We cannot be defeated. How you play today, from this moment on, is how you will be remembered.
Hey! What's this lying around?
Well, what are we supposed to do, you moron?
What? Over? Did you say over? Where's the spirit? Where's the guts? Huh? Oh, we're afraid to go with you. We might get in trouble. Well, just kick my ass from now on! Not me! I'm not gonna take this!
This is your opportunity to rise from these ashes and grab glory.
Nothing is over until we decide it is! Was it over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor? Hell no! And it ain't over now! Because when the going gets tough, the tough get going! Who's with me?
Could fight him with conventional weapons. That could take years. I think we have to go all out.
Want to talk about our opponent?
He's a dead man!
This situation absolutely requires
Our opponent.
Dead!
a really futile and stupid gesture be done on somebody's part.
Our opponent.
Dead!
We're just the guys to do it.
Let's go!
Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
Excuse me, gotta take my first step toward the Hall of Fame.
And this crowd's back into it now.
Personally, I think we got hosed on that call.
Welcome back. Gomez coming on for the Minnesota Twins. Right-hander. We saw him last night. He's got a 5-pitch mix, 4-seam sweeper, cutter, sinker, change, curve. And here we go. Michael Harris, the batter. First pitch on the way. Up high and out of the zone. It's 1-0. Righty, lefty, infield back into the right. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss, 4-seamer, 97 miles an hour. It's 1-1. The 1-1. Swing! Slaps it back foul. 4-seamer, 1-2. No injuries. Gomez, the right-hander. Looking into Harris. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on and slapped back foul. Do it one more time. The 1-2. Chops it down the first base line, but foul. Braves trail 4-1. Twins are sitting a half game out of the wild card behind the Blue Jays and the Rangers, tied with the Guardians and the Orioles and Tigers. It is a tight race in the American League. The 1-2 pitch swing, slaps it towards left, center, and that ball's going to get down where the green grass grows up against the wall. It's going to be a leadoff double for Money Mike and your Atlanta Braves.
What They know about that.
God bless you, Mike. Keep your gang tight.
Never know. You know what I'm saying? I got a little razzle-dazzle.
Went shopping in the Gap on a Tuesday night here in Minnesota. Hit the ball over the head of Clemens. And that'll bring to the plate Ozzie Albies. On deck is Thomas. Riley is in the hole. Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch on the way. Right there at the knees. One and 0. The 1-0. Kicks and fires. Swing. Chopper on the ground over to second. Scooping it as he slides to his knees is the second baseman over there. A 4-3 put out. So if you're scoring at home, it's Kredler who is in for Roden as Clemens went to the outfield, and he tosses it to Lewis. Pretty good little play over there because he had to, he scooped it. Kind of caught it awkwardly. If you saw it from the overview, it looked seamlessly. Lane Thomas, the batter. Righty, pitch off the edge. Taken for a ball, it's 1-0. You still have on the bench Jarvis, Kim, and Dominic Smith. I'd say they're saving Smith for if they get all the way to Murphy as the 1-0 swing and a miss 1-1. They're probably going to let Riley hit. I would think they're probably going to let Dubon hit because he does hit well in the men's in scoring position. So in all likelihood, they would take Dominic Smith if the game were on the line out there. The 1-1 down and away to him. That's a long way away. We got a lot of smacking over the ball to do before we get that far. Dominic Smith is standing up. He's probably been told what the game plan is if they get that far. Infield back into the left. The 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Cutter, 2-2. Thomas can get aboard. He would bring the tying run to the plate with Austin Riley. The 2-2. Sweeper down and away, 3-2. Full count. Turns and kicks. Swing and a miss. Four-seam fastball. Blew it right by him. 97 miles an hour, 2 down. I mean, I get the idea why they did it, but Thomas is a much better hitter against lefties and righties. You got to get the game. You got to get the line moving before you're worried about who you're going to pinch hit for 6 batters down the road. First pitch down and away for a ball. It's 1-0. To me, that's where you pinch hit Dominic Smith, and you know he's coming out. So you put Jarvis into pinch run if he makes it on the base. The 1-0, swing, lifted. High and deep into right center field, going back on the track, and warning track power. The ball will fall into the glove of the right fielder, Keyshaw, who is sliding over there, and the Braves lose another tough one here in Minnesota.
Loser!
Here's some things we can focus on. 1, we tried hard. And 2, we're still dear friends.
This sucks. It's worse. But I'm too polite to say anything because I'm a class act.
Don't worry about it. Next time I'll kick your
There isn't anything to do. We're done. We're licked. What do they do to us? Right now, we're caught as we're wanted. If it's amusement you're after, I guess the game's up. Then it's all over with.
Oh, what a loser!
So goodbye, everybody. And remember, please, for the next day or so, the terrible lesson you learned tonight.
Oh, no! We suck again!
Oh, take it easy, honey. These things happen, you know.
Now, what kind of an attitude is that? These things happen. They only happen because the whole country is just full of people who, when these things happen, they just say these things happen, and that's why they happen.
Are they yelling in Atlanta?
Are they yelling in Atlanta?
But first, you've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
Son of a we struck the mother load.
Stick your head out of the window, open it, and stick your head out and keep yelling and yell, I'm as mad as hell. I'm not going to take this anymore. I'm mad as hell. I'm not going to take this anymore.
I'm mad as hell. I'm not going to take it anymore. I'm mad as hell. I'm not going to take it anymore. I'm mad as hell. I'm mad as hell. I'm mad as hell. I'm not going to take this anymore.
1 run, 6 hits, no errors for Atlanta. 4 runs, 10 hits, no errors for Minnesota. So we'll go back to the drawing board. Hopefully we can get the offense woken up tomorrow. Braves magic number stays at 31 as Philadelphia wins. They've won 5 in a row. Braves have lost 4 of their last 5. And they've dropped 4 games in the standings. Just a 5.5 game lead now in the NL East as the seesaw battle continues. Matthews goes to 7-8 with a 5.12 ERA. Molly drops to 4-10. Gomez gets his 19th save of the year. And the Braves fall to 74-52, 22 over 500. Minnesota goes to 62-65, 3 under 500, and right in the hunt of the American League wild card race. Well, let's get out of this dump tonight and come back here one last time, and hopefully we can get a W. A.J. Smith-Shawver on the mound tomorrow, and that's not nothing. We'll see you tomorrow. Y'all have a good one. Casey at the Bat by Ernest Lawrence Thayer. The outlook wasn't brilliant for the Mudville Nine that day. The score stood 4-2, but with 1 inning more to play. And when Cooney died at first and Barrows did the same, a pall-like silence fell upon the patrons of the game. A straggling few got up to go in deep despair. The rest clung to the hope which springs eternal in the human breast. They thought, if only Casey could but get a whack at that, we'd put up even money now with Casey at the bat. But Flynn preceded Casey, as did Jimmy Blake, and the former was a hoodoo, while the latter was a cake. So upon that stricken multitude, grim, melancholy sat, for there seemed but little chance of Casey getting to the bat. But Flynn let drive a single, to the wonderment of all, and Blake, the much despised, tore the cover off the ball. And when the dust had lifted, and men saw what had occurred, there was Jimmy safe at second, and Flynn a hugging third. Then from 5,000 throats and more rose a lusty yell. It rumbled through the valley, it rattled in the dell. It pounded on the mountain and recoiled upon the flat, for Casey, mighty Casey, was advancing to the bat. There was ease in Casey's manner as he stepped into his place. There was pride in Casey's bearing, and a smile lit Casey's face. And when responding to the cheers, he lightly doffed his hat. No stranger in the crowd could doubt 'Twas Casey at the bat. 10,000 eyes were on him as he rubbed his hands with dirt. 5,000 tongues applauded when he wiped them on his shirt. Then while the writhing pitcher ground the ball into his hip, defiance flashed in Casey's eye, a sneer curled Casey's lip. And now the leather-covered sphere came hurtling through the air, and Casey stood a-watching it in a haughty grandeur there. Closed by the sturdy batsman, the ball unheeded sped. That ain't my style, said Casey. Strike one, the umpire said. From the benches black with people, there went up a muffled roar, like the beating of a storm waves on a stern and distant shore. Kill him! Kill the umpire! Shouted someone on the stand, and it's likely they'd have killed him had not Casey raised his hand. With a smile of Christian charity, great Casey's visage shone. He stilled the rising tumult, he bade the game go on. He signaled to the pitcher, and once more the dun sphere flew. But Casey ignored it, and the umpire said, Strike two! Fraud! Cried the maddened thousands, and echoed answered fraud. But one scornful look from Casey, and the audience was awed. They saw his face grow stern and cold. They saw his muscles strain. And they knew that Casey wouldn't let that ball go by again. The sneer is from Casey's lip. His teeth are clenched in hate. He pounds with cruel violence his bat upon the plate. And now the pitcher holds the ball. And now he lets it go. And now the air is shattered by the force of Casey's blow. Oh, somewhere in the favored land, the sun is shining bright. The band is playing somewhere, and somewhere hearts are light. And somewhere men are laughing, and somewhere children shout. But there is no joy in Mudville. Mighty Casey has struck out. Casey at the Bat, Ernest Lawrence Thayer, published June 3rd, 1888. San Francisco Examiner.
Goodbye, sweetheart, well, it's time to go. We're back tomorrow with another show. Well, unless we're fired, we'll talk to you then. Goodbye, sweetheart, goodbye. Goodbye.
Guys and gals, it's time to go. We'll see you on the next show.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
It's closing time, y'all. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Have a great one. On your way out, please like and subscribe. And don't forget to tip your favorite bartender. We'll see you. I'm Mac McGee, signing off for Braves Country Radio.